everyone. It is salad food prep day. And every week I make a huge salad base. Salad base is so good for us because it's quick, it's easy. I get in and I get out. And I'm gonna show you, I have it angled down because today we are adding isocyanates. In other words, kohlrabi. And this is a cruciferous vegetable. Cruciferous vegetables are incredibly powerful antioxidants that help to make our arteries clean. It prevents heart disease. It's also full of other ingredients like high in vitamin C, which is going to boost your immune system. So today we're chopping up the kohlrabi, and they are so crisp and so good. Love them. Time to make our salad base again. I still have the radishes and celery and some cauliflower and romaine to add. But this week I'm also adding fresh green beans and golden beets and jicama. So have you ever tried jicama? It's a root vegetable originally from Mexico. It's sweet, much sweeter than potato, has a great crunch, low in calories, low in fat, low in sugar, but super high in fiber. So it makes it a great alternative to a potato for diabetics, or just great for diabetics all around. It's also a great prebiotic, so it's good for our gut health. It's full of antioxidants, especially vitamin C, and it has potassium and it has calcium. So you always want to remove the outer layer of the jicama because it can actually be toxic. So you want to be careful with that. I love to eat jicama raw the best, dip it in some hummus, yum. But you can also add it to stir fries, and you can add it to other cooked dishes if you want. So it's super yummy and full of water, full of fiber, and it's, like I said, it's got a great crunch. So it's going in our salad base this week, and I hope you have a nourished week too. What are you putting that's new to you in your salad base this week? So I use dry ingredients because then it will last longer. So I'll show you, this was my salad prep that I made last weekend. This is what's left of it. And I had 4 containers full. This is what's left. We're almost done. And I always put a paper towel in on top of it, and it kind of helps absorb some of the moisture. When you put together fresh veggies, there's always going to be moisture, even if you try to use dry ingredients. And so I use a paper towel to help absorb some of that moisture, and it will help it to last longer. So I don't know if you can see, but this still looks fresh and vibrant. It still has lots of color. The lettuce isn't turning that kind of orangey brown. It's still beautifully bright green. Everything looks great. So it's not been oxidizing. So that's great. So we're gonna make salad base. So I love to make beans from scratch. So this was, I used my pressure cooker, and this was the chickpeas that I made yesterday. And I also made, these are some sprouted lentils and adzuki beans and mung beans. And so I cooked those up, and these will be just sitting in my fridge, and they will last the week. And that's what I'll be adding to my salad base along with wet ingredients. So wet ingredients are things like tomatoes and cucumbers and artichoke hearts and the beans and vegetables that are going to release a lot of liquid into the salad, and it will make it go bad a lot faster. I also don't put things like fresh baby spinach or baby kale or baby chard or those softer greens, those softer lettuces. I don't put those in because they also tend to go bad faster. And I want my salad prep to last for the week so that it saves me time during the week. Okay, so we're gonna make some black beans because I love a good Southwest Mexican salad, taco salad. So we're going to grab out a cup full of black beans. And when you make beans from scratch, from dry, there are always going to be impurities. There's going to be some dirt and maybe even rocks and other seeds and so forth that get mixed in with it. So I'm going to put it on my counter and I'm going to sift through it, look through it, and I'm going to make sure that there's no rocks. There's nothing in here that I don't want. Any funky looking beans, I'm going to pull those out to the side. You don't want anything brown or wrinkly or that just doesn't look like your good, wonderful, plump bean. And then I'm gonna put it in my strainer and I'm going to rinse it in the sink. Then I add it to my pressure cooker and add 4 cups of water, 3.5 cups to 4 cups of water. Yeah, so that's how I do beans. I do several different varieties and I try to change up the varieties of beans that we use in the week because then we're getting different nutrients. Okay, so that'll be the beans. I'll finish that up in a minute. So I used to put broccoli in my salad base, but broccoli actually has a tendency to make people a little bit bloated and gassy. All cruciferous vegetables can do that. So you want to be mindful of which ones might cause you to have that bloated and gassy feeling when it's eaten raw. It doesn't seem to be a problem when it's cooked. And for us, broccoli kind of does that. So I have kept broccoli out of my salad base and I love to steam it or roast it in the evening time. And that's how we get our broccoli in because it's a great cruciferous vegetable. Okay, so the last thing I was gonna grab is my cauliflower. Oh, no. First, here's beets. I've got both golden beets and some dark red beets. And beets are so incredibly healthy for us. And I am just learning how fun they are to cook with. And you don't have to just pickle them or steam them. You can cut them up raw in your salad too. Beets are really great for if you have blood pressure problems. So I recommend beets for a lot of reasons. I'm gonna show you one of my tricks for the cutting board is to use this. It's kind of that rubbery, I'll come down like this. This is kind of that rubbery liner that you put in a drawer. And so I've just cut it to fit underneath my cutting board. And when you put that on your surface and then put your cutting board on it, voila, it doesn't move. Much safer. That way when I'm cutting and chopping, my cutting board isn't moving and that's when people cut themselves with their knives. So, okay, we're gonna, oh, I forgot the radishes. Radishes are always really good in a salad base. So, my salad base consists of, gotta close the fridge. Okay, radish, beets, romaine lettuce, some celery, some carrots, both kinds of cabbage, and one of the really important ingredients too is raw onion. I love red onion in a salad. If you've ever been to Olive Garden and they make that fabulous salad, it's got romaine lettuce, it's got tomatoes, and it's got those big, beautiful spirals, circles of red onion. And red onion not only adds lots of flavor, it can be a little overpowering, so I try to cut mine super, super thin. But there are phytochemicals in onions that when you chop them raw, they actually have incredible cancer-fighting properties. And so you want to chop your onion raw as much as possible, slice it thin, dice it small, and release. It's all those things that make your eyes tear up. So you want to release that chemical from the onion, and it creates a chemical reaction that causes the anti-cancerous effects. That doesn't happen if you just throw the whole onion in the soup. It'll happen a little bit with big chunks, but the smaller you cut it, the more of that is released from the cells of the onion. So try to cut up as much as you possibly can, or eat it raw so you get those benefits. What things do you struggle with during the week? For me, it was making salads every day. That's why the salad base was so important, was because I wanted to make sure that I ate my big salad every day because it's so important for our health. But it takes so much time to cut up all of that salad every single day. So I wanted to make sure that I had it, so I started thinking, well, maybe if I just make enough for 3 or 4 or 5 days, then I can just grab it out of the fridge and use it. But then my salad started going bad, and it would get that yucky, stinky smell, and it wasn't lasting. And I realized that it really is important which vegetables you put in your salad base. And you don't have to put all of these in. If you just have a few of them, like if you don't have the beets, that's fine. Just make your salad base your carrots and lettuce and celery and maybe a little bit of cabbage and onions, and maybe that's good. I always love to put cauliflower in some weeks. Some weeks I put fennel. I'm out of fennel right now. I need to go back to the store. But I love to put fresh fennel in it. So think about what are some of your favorite vegetables, and if it's a drier vegetable, then put it in your salad base. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm gonna get chopping. See you soon.